Did you listen to Jeff and Professor Hamo in the morning? Here's what you missed.
Thank you very much. Well done. Congratulations.
Asante.
I'm trying to become because Hamo. I see you. You started throwing jabs at me even before I've been introduced. So you knew I couldn't speak. It's okay. My time is now. My time is now.
No. Bring it on, bro.
Sheila, karibu sana.
Asante.
You may remember Sheila from Rafiki fame.
Oh, yeah.
We need to talk about little Rafiki here. She's looking a little like a...
Rafiki. So Rafiki.
Stuart Nash, congratulations for bringing Sarafina to Nairobi.
Thank you.
How does it feel? I mean, what's it been like, the lead up? Because the premiere is this coming Thursday.
Yeah, it is. Well, actually, it's really weird because you'd think that Sarafina had been done loads and loads of times before. This is only the third time this ever been done at the National Theatre since it was written. And we did it last year, we did last year and this year, so it's amazing. It's like such a big show for Africa and Kenya.
But let me ask any one of you this question. I first watched it in '88, like I was saying earlier on, right? And it's a dated story.
But we brought it up to date.
Go on.
Because, okay, so we changed something slightly in that, you know, this whole thing is still going on. The whole racism, inequality. So we've actually, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but we've done something so that it actually makes it current, even up to 2019.
Okay, because those of us who remember, it was about the riots in 1976 in Soweto, and that's how the story was brought about by Mbongeni Ngema, played by our very own Martin Githinji.
So Jeff, tumesema nikionekana hapa tena. I am not only living in your car, I'm living with your car. I mean, it's a Githinji wagon.
By the way, did I mention that I'm now Ubering?
No, thank you.
You can take my Uber. BT, Sheila.
Yes.
Good to see you. And how's your role, Leleti? I mean, that's a huge role, by the way, yeah?
Huge role.
Yes.
Big role. And especially because last year it was done by Brenda Wairimo and she's loved and she did so well. So these are big shoes for me to fill, from Leleti Kumalo to then Kamze Mwatela, who was the original Sarafina a couple of years ago. And then from Brenda and now me. So I really have to bring this home.
You have to.
I have to.
And are you going to?
Oh, absolutely I will. If anyone watched Rafiki, they know that I'm gonna bring it.
Wow.
Ezekiel, are you listening?
Yes, I know he is. Ako commitment. Ako nayo hivi.
So Stuart, first night seems like it's just about sold out, folks. By the way, you can get tickets on Mook.
Mook.com and Kenya Buzz.
And Kenya Buzz.
And people can pay with a pay bill as well if they want to.
Okay.
We have a phone number which is 0740 785 455. And tickets are selling really well. Last year it was completely sold out. In fact, there were like hundreds of people were turned away. Actually, the governor of Nakuru was turned away.
Wow.
Yeah.
My governor.
That's his governor. His governor.
Yeah.
Governor kuja. Ticket yangu ni yako. You can sit anywhere. No governor.
Jeff,
let me just call him.
Kusema ticket zake. Unamwambia governor ticket moja vipi?
Si hao wengine wajitetee. Kwani senior governor
kose kukuja na first.
Hajasema walinyimwa, amesema alinyimwa. I'm following up. Sio?
But we have a special seat for him this year.
You do?
Yes, definitely.
How many shows so far? Do we know?
12.
You're going to do only 12?
12, yep.
Running concurrently?
From Thursday to Sunday,
Yeah.
and then again next week from Thursday to Sunday.
Okay.
Show per day?
It's 1 on Thursday and Friday, and then 2 on Saturday and Sunday.
Martin,
Yes.
Are you excited? I mean, you've done movies, you've done you've done it all.
Hata koti amepelekwa huyu. He's been everywhere.
But he's never been set fire to before.
There you go.
He's never been set fire to.
So yes, apparently I'm going to be set on fire
What?
on stage. Yes, this man is crazy. Do you know he brought an entire car on stage. Now he's going to be banning somebody on stage.
There is a car on stage.
No, that was in Greece.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes. The musical Greece.
Right.
Now in Sarafina, a guy gets burnt on stage. That is Sabella, which was a role that was wonderfully played by the scriptwriter and music writer of Sarafina itself, that is Mongeni Ngema.
Yes.
And it's an exciting show. I am excited because I get to be a bad guy. So far it seems this year I've been a bad guy everywhere. The number of times, actually I think that's the winning formula. To get a bad guy role on Netflix, online, and then also on a play, and then come for an interview with Jeff and Hamo, and then it will be something fantastic. I mean, so bad guy rules.
Bad guy rolls. Well done. So is that like a necklace? Is that how you burn? Or you should find out. We should wait to find out.
You should come watch the show. And believe me, every show I'll just be confirming. Jeff in the audience, not today's show, only tomorrow's show. All right, okay, cool. Right. Hamo, Nakuru Governor, Hamo promised. Yeah, no, you're not here. Okay, next one.
Oh, I must.
Sheila, are you excited?
I'm very excited, yes. I'm excited. I think growing up, Sarafina was one of those films that really left a huge impression on me. So I think to be able to then now be an adult and understand now apartheid properly, as in na feel poor. Sasa nikifanya, I'm doing it with a greater understanding and a better maturity. Yeah.
So you grew up, like Professor was saying, those are like two movies they watched growing up.
Yes.
Those Rambo 3, I don't know what happened to Rambo 1 and 2.
You never saw that?
3 and Sarafina.
Yes.
It was a big deal here, eh?
It was a big deal here. And you know, interestingly, everyone who I've spoken to knows Sarafina. Ata shosho yangu anajua Sarafina. And she's very excited as well to be coming to the theatre to watch. So it's one of those, it was huge in Africa and the world all over. And it's important that guys would come and watch.
Sheila, to see the National Theatre being used like this, because you know, we thought, you know, a lot of people were criticizing it, the rebuild this thing, and it's not getting enough, you know, for its money.
Yeah. I mean, it's one, you know, the thing about Kenyans is their resilience and their willingness to do good. So we've seen a lot of Kenyans coming together and supporting the theatre. People like Stuart Nash, you know, reviving and doing incredible performances at the theatre. And now Kenyans are interested and they're buzzing. So the theatre is coming alive. So if we keep supporting our theatre, our government keeps supporting our theatre, I think honestly we'll be a force to be reckoned with.
There's also something else I'll probably add on. We had the only repertory theatre in Kenya that was the Phoenix Players. That was unfortunately then shut down. We're still waiting for that Phoenix to rise because that's what Phoenixes do. They rise, big and better. Yes. But the one thing I could probably say that we are lacking at the Kenya National Theatre is a Kenya National Theatre Players. Basically, actors who are based and act the Kenya National Theatre year in, year out. That's what they wake up, going to the Kenya National Theatre knowing that they're going to do. They're going to act. And that way we'll have more actors coming in doing a bit more. So, because right now we have to depend on independent producers like Stuart Nash and other producers who have shows at the Kenya National Theatre, which is good. They still keep the work going, but then we still need that class, let me call it a class, not in terms of high or middle, but that group of people who are actually based at the Kenya National Theatre, that's their job day in there. Because all theatres internationally, they have their own players who are always there. That's their job. Yes.
All year round.
All year
to guarantee that there will be a show.
Yes. If Stuart Nash is not having a play this weekend, there is another weekend. The theatre should have something that is
lined
going
up.
on. Exactly. So that's where actors get to keep working, because that's the problem. We're told actors, you have one gig now and then I'll have to wait until next year when he's casting me as Simba in Lion King. Thank you.
So listen, if you're Simba, I have to be Mufasa.
Oh, yes.
I'm Mufasa. Simba.
I agree.
You see how I just want to cast.
Stuart.
Yeah, we're doing it next year.
Are you doing the Lion King?
We're doing. Okay, so we're doing. I've just got the rights to do a stage version of Nairobi Half-Life.
Wow. Yes.
Boom.
That's so we're doing that.
Congratulations. Sheila.
The interview natakiwa ishie hapo.
No. He's got more.
So then we're doing the Lion King after that,
So you're a busy man. It's in a few months. Does this pay, Stuart? Does it pay?
Relatively. No. It's not absolute.
KRA is listening.
You know. Theatre.
Okay. Is it worth it?
It's worth it for the passion. People who love theatre absolutely love theatre. And honestly, there are only there are limited number of seats in any theatre, and there are a limited number of shows that you can do there, unless you're like in the West End or on Broadway and it's running for 30 years. So look, it's never going to be a massive money spinner, but that's not why any of us do this. Honestly, the people that we've had in all of our shows, even Martin when he was doing Jesus, we did Jesus Christ Superstar a couple of years ago. Martin was in that as well, and nobody's doing these things for the money. But I really think we're trying to raise theatre and the arts generally, not just in Kenya or Africa, but everywhere in the world.
Because it's all about cultures. If Kenyans accept the theatre as a culture and keep watching, theatre plays, as opposed to, I'm not saying don't go and spend a night with the friends and a couple of beers.
No.
But if you can improve that culture by saying, let's pass by the theatre, watch a play, and then go spend the rest on drinks. Fantastic.
Okay.
That can be a weekend.
Does that apply to your generation, Sheila? Exactly what Martin said. Are you guys interested in theatre?
Oh, absolutely. I think what we'll notice is my generation, they're very artsy and they're very creative. So anywhere where there's music, where there's art, anything that's been created for the audiences, people are actually turning up and watching. And like Stuart is saying, people don't do this for the money. So even the guys who we are working, the young people we are working with in Sarafina, they're doing it for the passion because they love the arts. And I think with the more productions are being put out, the more our generation, really likes the arts and theatres and performances. So yeah.
And also, I could just add, there are also jobs in theatre and in the arts. I mean, look, these guys here are making a living from the arts. It's not that kind of... Look, I know that every parent wants their child to be a doctor or a lawyer, but, not everybody's interested in that. So, and there are jobs. I mean, we have production managers, we have production assistants, we employ... On any one of these shows, there's probably about 100 people that are employed, so... There are definitely jobs there, and it's something that's really emerging. And one other thing I wanted to add is that this image that the theatre is an elitist thing only is it's totally wrong. I guarantee. Okay, we can give 5 tickets away. Let's give 10 tickets away now to people who would never normally go to the theatre. Maybe somebody who might not be
Unga Revolution.
Yes.
Unga Revolution.
Yes,
Morrison has probably doesn't even know where the theatre is. But maybe he built it.
I guarantee anybody who comes to see, not just because it's this show, but anybody who comes to see this show will love it.
Yeah.
And once somebody gets hooked on theatre, they just want to to come back again and again and again.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure. Stuart, you keep banging that table there.
Sorry. I'm passionate.
Passion, resilience,
Fire.
there's a lot of fire. The beauty of it is that we have a day here every day, doing the same thing.
I know.
That is what theatre is all about.
But the fear is you might go with my car.
No. Are we safe?
Sheila, let's switch gears just for a moment before we forget this.
Yes.
Are you on Facebook or are you on? You're on?
I'm on Instagram,
Okay,
I'm on
good,
Twitter.
good. Rafiki,
Yes.
any regrets?
Absolutely no regrets whatsoever. I don't regret playing my role. I don't regret touring with the film. I don't regret going to Cannes. No regrets at all.
And you guys, you killed it in Cannes, didn't you?
Yes.
You were the talk of Cannes.
We were the talk of Cannes.
How can you not?
How can you not? Well done.
Thank you so much. Cannes was so special for us guys, being on the red carpet. And interestingly, when we premiered Rafiki, all the judges in the jury came to watch. So we're talking about Ryan Coogler, who was the director of Black Panther, and his wife. They were there to watch Rafiki. Kate Blanchett, who was the president of all the jury, was there. We had Ava DuVernay as well sitting down to watch Rafiki. So I absolutely don't regret being part of something historic and beautiful
And
as the film.
what did they think in the end?
They thought it was incredible. In fact, if guys go on YouTube, you're going to find a clip of Kate Blanchett talking about Rafiki and saying that after she watched Rafiki, she actually couldn't watch any more films after that in our category because of how much our film left an impression in her. So literally, I think that should give you the standard of what the reactions of people was.
And are the calls coming to you, Sheila? Are the phone calls coming?
You know what, interestingly, they are from names that I never thought I would ever mention. Yeah, so big things are coming. And I personally also am a director and writer, so hopefully before the end of the year, you'll see a film from me as well.
Big things are going.
Big things are going.
Tumekuja na ubaya.
You can say that again.
I love this woman. So even there's Lupita on one side,
Yes.
but there's enough room for the rest of us, right?
Absolutely, yeah. There's enough room, and as in we've seen how the industry is growing, and now we're being more accepted, and people are really viewing African content as well.
Yeah.
There's room for all of us.
Yeah. And Mato here, who's acted in some big movies and done really well.
Yeah.
But we're still waiting for Mato's big breakthrough.
Inakam.
So just because I have not yet canned,
That doesn't mean that
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
I will probably say this. I am as I was growing up, I used to really love and enjoy watching cartoons. And there's one lesson that I pull from cartoons. See, when they want to run, first they are on their wana alafu akiguza chini. No. So also quoting, I'm not exactly sure. Well, I think it was Jay-Z who said, "You have only one chance to be the new kid on the block." So I am setting my foundation at home, so that when I leave home and become big out there, when they come back home and ask, "Do you know Mato?" They'll have already known Mato at home. They'll have already known Mato. So I'm not becoming big out there and then I come back on this and say, "Do you know Mato?" "No, huyu ni mgani?" "Oh, ni Mkenya." "Oh, tushangilie sasa Mkenya wetu." Want to be celebrated at home and then out there. So I'm still preparing my ground, my foundation, and only one chance to be a new kid on the block. It will come. It will come.
And Stuart, you see the talent pool out there. Is it bottomless?
Absolutely. I'm absolutely not surprised, but there is so much talent here. So much. One of the problems is there's not really so many outlets for it, particularly with theatre. Even film, there are films being made, but not the number that, they're limited. There should be a lot more. And TV as well. So it's really nice for us to be able to give, because we have a performing arts school as well, called Nairobi Performing Arts Studio. So we have like 120 students that it's just set up with it. I think we're the first and probably the only performing arts academy in Kenya. And we offer all the disciplines for performing arts, which is acting, singing, dance, script writing, directing and producing. And
how do people get in touch?
Okay, they can call my assistant, who will probably lynch me for saying her number is 0795 715 200, which is our company line, the school line. That's 0795 715 200. So Shiru, stand by.
Calls will be coming in thick and fast.
I mean, sometimes, if we have kids that are maybe not financially able to come to the school, sometimes we offer scholarships if somebody's showing particular promise. So like most of the cast are our students on our production course, the ones in Sarafina.
Yes.
Probably about 10 of those are on scholarships. So it's not,
Speaking of Sarafina, again, premiere is on Thursday.
Thursday, yeah.
Times?
It's at 7 o'clock on Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, 7 o'clock. Saturday, Sunday is 3 p.m. and 7 p.m.
2 shows on the weekend.
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday for 2 weekends.
Wow. And again, for tickets, go to
mook.com.
Yep.
Or Kenya Bars.
Yep.
And the other number I can't remember.
0740 785 455.
That's the one.
That's when he's there.
Guys, if there's a musical you want to go and check out, believe me, when I first saw it 31 years ago, I would still watch it today.
You will be watching it today. This weekend.
I'm definitely coming. In the meantime, Sheila
Yes.
and Martin,
Yes.
there's some kids listening to you for the very first time. kids that Stuart was saying, they want to be you when they grow up. And you guys don't even feel you've arrived, but you've obviously arrived if you've canned it and if you've been on Netflix and stuff. What do you tell that kid who wants to be motivated to be you when they grow up? Sheila, you first.
I think I'm gonna tell you that do what scares you the most. Whatever step that you feel you can't take for whatever reasons you've created for yourself, that's the step that you should take. And discipline and hard work will take you everywhere. So respect every person that you're working with and always go above and beyond in your craft.
I've never heard that before. Do what scares you the most. That's deep. Deep.
Hey guys.
Martin.
It is very true. Always challenge yourself. That's one of the important things in the performing arts. And then I will also add, surround yourself with people of like minds and people who will also challenge you to be a better version of yourself than you are today. Like now I see, Hamo, you're very fortunate to have Jeff here.
Jeff,
So now you, what are you doing for Jeff?
I'm very fortunate to have me.
I'm the one who's fortunate.
Yeah, you can repeat that again. Can you say that again?
Anyway, yeah. So when you surround yourself with people who draw out the best from you, it might not be the ultimate best,
Yes.
but it is better than what you would have been just by yourself. Those are the kind of people you need to keep around yourself constantly, because that way you get to improve yourself every day. You get to hear truths that you would normally not hear from people, you know, who feel that they need to worship you. It is good, yes, we will enjoy that. We will enjoy that you love us.
We need that.
Yes, we need that at times. Sometimes that is the only payment we get. Yeah. The only the shouts and screams are the only payment we get.
We love you so much.
And exposure, it might be too exposed and end up nude. But once you surround yourself with people who, you know, challenge you, you get to grow. I think that's all I can say. Yes.
And you know, mara mingi hukuwa isikia. Unaona movie noma sana. And you see a scene. Unaona hii ni mwaiona wapi. Kumbe it was shot in Kenya, but you never get credit.
Correct.
But now we're getting a lot of credit. That is a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
And there are other people in this musical as well, Stuart. I see, you know, the mistress and...
Oh yeah, Mkamze.
Go on.
Yeah, Mkamze Martella, who is the original Sarafina in Kenya.
Yeah.
Mkamze Helen Mtuale, who's she's amazing.
You're lovely.
Yeah. So and then we have a cast of like 37, 38 in total. So it's a big show. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Again, guys, Thursday is almost sold out. I think it is actually sold out.
Yes.
7 p.m. at the National Theatre and Friday. And Saturday, 2 shows.
Yes.
3 p.m. and 7 p.m. That's going to be tiring for you guys, huh?
It will be, but we're ready.
Yeah.
We've been working.
How long is the entire thing?
It's about an hour and 45 minutes with an interval.
With a break? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's interesting because I remember I came into the production late, I think maybe 2 or 3 hours late, but it's wonderful to see what we can do in a short amount of time when you believe in the work that you're doing. So guys need to turn up and show up and watch Sarafina because we've put a lot of blood, sweat,
And tears.
behind this production.
And fire.
Don't forget the fire.
Necklacing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man.
Huh?
Come say can I necklace you on stage. That's what I want. I want to watch.
Mato.
Yeah.
I'll be lit.
Oh. Literally.
When you see fellow Africans who have really done well in this industry, and it's mostly Nigerians, by the way, if I may say so, right?
And South Africans.
And South Africans. I mean, with us, you know, it's literally a handful.
We're on the marathon.
Eddie Githinji, and Lupita. And then now you guys are coming.
You see, the thing that even the international markets appreciate about the Kenyan actors is there is an element of realness and authenticity when it comes to Kenyans' performances. I don't know what to attribute it exactly to. Let's just say the pool of talent that was dropped here, you know, during the beginnings of the earth have never left, and we still keep tapping. in the air. In the air every single day. They're not tweaking here because the pool is increasing, the talents are getting more intense, and that's the amazing thing that people appreciate. That's when they say, when we watch a performance from Kenyans and we watch performances from South Africa or Nigeria, there are things we expect from Nigeria that we get to see, there are things we expect from South Africa we get to see, but we never know what to expect from Kenyans, because we just seem like, oh, all right, this is amazing.
So we are pleasantly surprised in the end.
It is a good thing. If it's pleasant, it is a good thing.
Can we get a Tony one of these days? Maybe even an Oscar later on, Sheila?
Oh, absolutely. You know, the famous line that Sarafina says in Sarafina is, one day an African actress will win an Oscar. Every time I say those lines, I embody the lines because I'm manifesting. So it's coming from me, from Martin, and from the pool of talent in Kenya.
And personally, for me, it is a dream I've probably never shared out in the open. I might probably have my premiere today. Because of the things that come with it, you know, the things that would need to have happened before that happens for me. My dream, my vision, my hope, my goal is to, I'll not say one day, very many days, host the Oscars, the Emmys, or the Tonys. Hosting them, not just winning or being nominated for them.
So you are hosting, you are that guy.
Because by the time I get to host them,
they will be calling you.
There'll be very many other things that will have happened before. So that's my dream. That's my line.
So when Kevin Hart is turning down these calls,
what is wrong with you?
When it's busy,
Just because some people are stupid online, and you can catch a feeling. You guy.
How? That's good, man. I can see that happening, man. I can see that. Well done, guys. Well done. There's a great attitude here, man. That's different from our generation. You guys have a lot of fire in you, which is good to see. Stuart, you get the last word. Again, sell your show, man. Sell your show.
Come and see Sarafina at the National Theatre. It is the best musical production you will see in 2019.
Whoa.
if not for anything else, kuja uone mato akichomwa. Huyu tu ndio tunataka tuone akichomwa hiki.
Usisahau na Sheila in uniform.
Sitapigana na either one of those. Bora mmekuja show, lakini baada ya show ile siku utakuja hamo, tutaonana after show.
Tickets available at 0740. Nate, you're gonna write this down, right? 0740-785-455. Also at mook.com. And what was the other one?
Kenya Buzz.
Kenya Buzz. Thanks so much, guys. You guys are fantastic. Good luck. All the best. And every time you have a new musical, let us know. Tomorrow.
We're doing this.
Catch Jeff Koinange and Professor Hamo every day, Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. only on Hot 96.